All right, Steve, I'm going to have you introduce yourself. This is not your first rodeo. Come a little bit closer over here. How many digital health forums have you been to?
I think for me, this must be number 12.
Seen
Yeah.
a lot. You've seen a lot in those times.
Yeah.
Maybe we should talk about that. Like, what are some of the ways that this conference and community have evolved over the years that you've been attending?
Yeah, I think one of the things that's interesting to see how things have changed and also to see how some things have stayed the same or even come back around. Early on, definitely it was all about apps and a few small things. And now,
Mobile health.
Exactly. It was mobile health, and we were excited if something was working on a phone. And now I think we've continued to see this evolution of these apps and mobile systems growing up into government-owned systems, into regional systems. But because there's been so much focus on the apps and the technology, the standards, the interoperability, the governance pieces, those have been sometimes left behind for a little bit later. So I think these last few years, we've seen a great deal of government participation and really strong government leadership of saying, great, we have all these tools, we have all these solutions, but we really need a strong framework to be able to put these pieces together and ultimately help improving the health system's outcomes.
And you get the sense over the past few days here that some of those conversations are really coming to the fore around implementation, around taking a strategy and making it real. What else is bubbling to the surface?
I think for as much as the case has been made for people are excited about digital health and why we need to invest in interoperability and governance, now it's time to say again, we've been talking about this for 12 years. How have you improved the health outcomes? How have you changed the life of that health worker or of that client in the health system? So it's really inherent now to continue to move to how can we show return on investment as far as funding and efficiencies, but also as far as improving quality of care.
Last question, Steve. What is still keeping you up at night? When you think about digital health, you think about we're about to turn the corner into 2024. What gives you that, oh my God, they still can't figure this out sense?
I think there's two things. I think one is still this challenge of actually sharing information. So you start to see some of these solutions that were created 10 years ago and 15 years ago being recreated. So as much networking and sharing as we're doing, we still have to do better. And you hate to see that happen without the ability to learn from what's happened before.
That's powerful. All right, well, friend, we wish you tremendous success in your work. We wish you a wonderful rest of your conference. Thank you for joining us in the pop-up studio. All right.